here with Bishop Jonathan Holston from the South Carolina Annual Conference, and we're here at Annual Conference 2018 in the Digital Lounge. And I wonder, Bishop Holston, a lot of times we talk about when we're younger and how we're influenced in our faith journey by people. Are there people who have influenced you more recently in your faith journey?
Well, I tell you a lot. My ministry was the late Bishop Cornelius Henderson that was a mentor for me, who really inspired me in many ways and challenged me to be the very best I can be. But over the last few years, Bishop Woody White has been inspiration to me. He has a sense and a presence of the moment. And those are the things that are not taught. Those are discovered and discerned over time. So Bishop White has been a person that I have really invested a lot of time in getting to know and to learn and to share with as well.
Oh, good. What leadership skills do you think are necessary for ministry as we move forward in time and into towards unity in the next 50 years?
Well, this is a different type of landscape than we've had before, and so many times people are living out of a past instead of the present. We are in a more of an entrepreneurial time where information is delivered more quickly than ever. And so you have to be a person who understands the lay of the land, what I call it. You have to understand the world in which we're living now, but yet have a sense of knowing that there are some basic things that people are really looking for. Relationships. How do we build relationships that are quality relationships? And how do we build spiritual relationships that will last a lifetime? Because those are important things. So I believe you have to invest in yourself. This is an entrepreneurial side of who we are. If we lead from our core, from our spiritual nature, if we lead from knowing that Jesus Christ is the core and the center of our joy, but yet understand that there's a way in which we need to discover ways to deliver that joy, I think it's important.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, contextual leadership.
Most definitely, contextual in many ways. Leadership is still a decision that people have to make, and it's an obligation that you have to step up to. And no matter what leadership or what measure that you find yourself, it's always hard work. So you have to learn how to make decisions, important decisions, without being mean-spirited, because they're tough. But you have to connect to community. It's all about connecting to a community and being relational with people. If you don't like people, it's tough to be in a ministry of the church.
Yeah, definitely. Well, besides the Bible, what other books are on your shelf that inspire you?
You know, a book came across my desk because a friend said, "Why don't you read this book?" And several have read it, and we've used it in South Carolina. It's a very good book that I've shared with others. The name of the book is Necessary Endings by Henry Cloud. And he just shares in a very succinct way ways in which we move forward. It's a leadership book without being leader sensitive. It's one in which all of us can read. You know, Necessary Endings. One, leadership is in a way where we have to understand that every season changes. Everything has a season. Things need to be pruned. You know, and then there's a difference between wishing and hoping. You got to put something into action. So Henry Cloud, Necessary Endings, is one that I have been reading, and it's been a good inspirational book for me.
Yeah, sounds like a lot about transitions. Huh?
It does, and I think it's been very helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Now the fun question.
Yes.
What was the last gift that you gave?
It's interesting when you think about gifts. You want to be sure that they're sensitive to the person that you're giving it to, and so it's important that we do those things in significant ways. So my wife was celebrating her birthday, and I just so happened to find myself on a car lot, and I love negotiating. I love negotiating. And this guy says, I was on the BMW car lot, he says, "You know, you ought to get this for your wife's birthday." I said, "How do you know my wife's birthday?" And it was a dealership that we had dealt with before some time ago, and they had a birthday. And so I said, "Why don't I do that?" So I gave my wife a BMW.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
That is generosity.
That is generosity, but I have to say for it, we all are paying for it.
Oh, yes, yeah. It's a family endeavor.
It's
not
a family
just, yes,
endeavor.
Absolutely.
But it was
it's family money.
Yes, right. But it was the president has gone over time. So it's a good thing.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yes.
Well, it's been a joy to be here with you this evening, and we appreciate you being here for our annual conference. So thank you so much.
My
That's all for
pleasure.
now.
My pleasure.